Jeh.
Yeah. So, Donald, how long have you known Paapa Jeh?
Well, first I'll say, how long have I been aware of Paapa Jeh? I first was aware of Paapa Jeh from Paapa Jeh, the High Tension albums. Okay?
Right,
So we're talking about,
uh, mhm.
well, 1981, 82 was when I was really kind of into the albums, although the stuff came out in the late 70s, but I wasn't actually starting to practice as a musician until about 81, 82. So I was aware of this Paapa Jeh.
And how did you meet him?
I eventually met Paapa Jeh in 19, I think it was 1992, possibly 1993. It could have actually been before, but I mean, actually, Paapa Jeh, I think I may have met you. I met you at a festival in Shepherd's Bush in 1990. That's right. You was actually playing a gig, and I was working with a soul band.
So, what do you think of Paapa Jeh as a kid drummer?
Paapa Jeh. Well, Paapa Jeh is an interesting man. I mean, the thing that perplexed me actually when I met you, or when I met you, Paapa Jeh, at Shepherd's Bush, was the fact that you were doing some really interesting things on the congas and you was playing the kid drum. And I was thinking, okay, so this man's a kid drummer and he's a percussionist. But I didn't know that you was Paapa Jeh when I met you. I came up to you and you was very, very kind. You know, you was very easy to kind of talk to, which is, you know, there's a lot of ego problems as far as I'm concerned with musicians. You know, especially when you're starting out and they don't know who you are and they don't really want to give you the time of day. But you were very forthcoming. And the thing that was, the thing that really did it for me, you called me to work with Ronnie Laws. I think it was 1993, and you took me over to the Monterey Jazz Festival for the first time. So that's when I said, wow, okay, Ronnie Laws.
Right. So you mentioned about working with Ronnie Laws. While Paapa Jeh was also part of the band at the time. How did it all come about?
What happened? I think that Paapa Jeh was working with Ronnie Laws beforehand. There was another percussionist that was on board, but for some reason he couldn't continue to actually do the gig. So Paapa Jeh put in a good word to Ronnie. Ronnie called me in. He basically auditioned me in the rehearsal. Obviously, I've grown up with the music. And next thing, I'm playing with Paapa Jeh, Ronnie Laws, and the next thing, I'm in the Monterey Jazz Festival. Wow. Okay.
Right. So, talking about Paapa Jeh as a personality, what do you make of him as a person to know? I mean, whether socially, spiritually, politically, what do you make of him and his opinions of, life and all that?
Well, first thing I can say about Paapa Jeh is that he's very, very grounded. Okay. Very supportive. I can actually say that Paapa Jeh has been a bit of a mentor to me, to tell you the truth, because I mean I've been able to reason and speak to him about his experiences in the industry, and I mean of course I've developed my own career, and yeah, Paapa Jeh is interesting. He's actually helped me to evolve as a musician, actually, because he's presented a lot of playing opportunities to me that have become very, very solid foundations for me. Yeah, Papa's one of the mans. Papa's one of the mans.
And can you think of any funny moments on the road that you've had with Paapa Jeh?
Well, the thing is, I've done quite a lot of Paapa Jeh's gigs, and yeah, what's actually really interesting is his arrangements are quite nice, and well, they did present a bit of a learning curve to me when I was actually in the rehearsal. So, there was always a little bit of anxiety to begin with, but Paapa Jeh was very, very, yeah, very supportive. Yeah.
Well, we hear of Paapa Jeh as very energetic on stage, an excellent singer, and who is very good at manipulating the crowd, controlling the crowd. How do you sum up about that?
Well, Paapa Jeh is an artist. Paapa Jeh is an artist. He's a musician. You know, he's a composer. I know that he also composes for a lot of music that I've listened to. I've heard his accent on a lot of music, and there was always a question mark. That sounds like Papa. You know, when I've checked him, he's always confirmed my thoughts. Yeah, he's a man that's pretty much out there. He's out there. You know, here, and he shows me that it is possible as well to have longevity in your career. You know, because not a lot of people can sustain, you know, being in the music industry the way it is. You know, with its ups and downs. But yeah, yeah, Papa Jeh is and the thing that I respect about Papa Jeh as well is that he's a family man. He's been able to hold his world together and maintain a career, which is powerful. Not too many people can do that these days.
So, Donald, can we hear a bit of, or have a taste of a little bit of, really solo bash on?
Okay.